What's up, everyone? Welcome back. My name is Justin, and today we got something a little bit different for you. Today we're working on our boat instead of the Volkswagen. We're still going to be on the same schedule as normal for the Volkswagen, but I figured I'd film this while we're redoing it. We're redoing all the electrical in our boat. It's a 2013 Hewescraft Oceanpro, 22 foot. And we're upgrading the batteries and kind of redoing how everything's wired. So I figured I'd show you guys how we're doing this. So the boat originally had these two batteries in it, and it had a battery switch. It's a 2-battery switch, but it combines the batteries into just, they're ran in parallel. So you have more capacity, but the same 12 volts when you run them in parallel, but it didn't give you a backup battery. You didn't have a dedicated battery for the main engine. It didn't have a house battery. So we're kind of redoing that, and we're gonna have these 2 batteries here, and then we're adding that one over there, and we're gonna have 3 batteries on 2 switches. So these 2 batteries here are gonna be the house batteries. They're gonna be on this switch, and they're going to run everything on the boat except for the main engine, the big engine. These batteries will be charged by the smaller kicker motor, which is a Yamaha 9.9. So these will be charged off kicker motor, and then that one over there is run to this switch, which is just an on-off for the main engine. And the only thing on that battery will be the main engine. So if something happens, these batteries go dead, the kicker motor isn't charging them, these die, and you're stuck with no electronics, the big motor will still start because of its own electrical system that's not tied together in any way. So we're working on that. I got a couple mounts over here for a charger, so I'm waiting for that to dry to mount that battery. But while we're in here, I'll show you this. So we bought this. This is the reason for going to 3 batteries. This is a Pro Mariner Pro Sport 20 Plus, and it is a 3-bank charger. It plugs in to the wall, and it has 3 sets of battery leads. So this is going to be mounted above the battery over there, and it's going to hardwire to all 3 batteries. And whenever the boat's at home, all we do is plug it in, and this will maintain all 3 batteries separately, so they don't have to be tied together. It will charge them. It will maintain once they get to a charge. It will just be a trickle charger and maintain the full charge. And then when it's plugged in, if it's plugged in for more than 30 days, it goes into a conditioning mode where it actually puts a draw on the batteries, and it will drain all 3 batteries down to 50%, and then it recharges them to maintain integrity. So this will be plugged in whenever the boat's home, which is anytime it's not in the water. Whenever the boat's not in the water, this will be plugged in, maintaining the batteries. So I'm going to get started on this. I'm going to get that mount put in over there first, and then we got to start working on the battery switches and getting all that put in. So I'm going to take you guys along. We're going to get all this wired back in, and hopefully, if all goes to plan, we'll take the boat out tomorrow. And if it goes to plan, I'll throw a little bit of some footage at the end of taking the boat out. Probably go out to Lake Washington here around Seattle. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'll show you what we got here. I think everything's finished up and we're ready to start testing stuff. But we got the bracket that we made up at the body shop. We got the battery charger up here. It's charging right now. Everything's all set up. We just have the power cord for it. Just zip tied right up here for now. We just got to plug in an extension cord. Eventually we're going to put a through hole in the back, I think, that it'll plug into, so we can just plug the extension cord straight into the back of the boat, and it'll charge that way, so you don't actually have to get in the boat to do it. But this is all on here. Battery, it's got all 1/0 cable for ground and power, and it runs across the back, runs all the way over here. We got both switches over here, And this is our main engine, and then this is everything else. And then we got our fuse panel right up there, so that's all wired. We have a downrigger plug here. There's a downrigger plug right up there in the same spot. And this is our third downrigger. If we have 3 on the boat, we just open the door, run the wire in, plug it in, and you're good to go. But everything's all wired in. Again, we used to just have these batteries. We now have a 3 battery system instead of a 2. Sun's getting bright right now. But yeah, we're running 3 batteries on 2 separate systems now. We're gonna take the boat out here in an hour or 2. We're finishing up now to take it out. So I'll show you guys a little bit of footage of that. We're going out to Lake Washington. So hopefully all goes to plan. Just vacuumed the boat and we should be ready to go. So we're almost finished with this one.